1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 what 1 2 1 2. Let's get it cracking. Friday evening. It's about to go down. What's going on, gang? We are back. All right, Friday evening. What's the date today? This January 9th, 2026. Let me go live on my Instagram so we can let the people know that we are live on YouTube. All right, let me know if my audio was good. Big salute to everybody who is tapping in. Anybody who's watching on YouTube, there are two different screens that you can choose from. We have our vertical screen, and for the people who are just watching on the regular screen on YouTube, big salute. Make sure to hit that like button. For the people on Instagram, we are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. We are live on Twitch. We are live on X, aka Twitter. Let's get into the list of topics that I have here on the screen. Moula first versus BFR. There's a back and forth that has been continuing for years, and it's just sparked back up. We definitely got to get into that. Top 5, this is Houdini. We'll definitely get into that as well. Drake versus basketball or former basketball player Brandon Jennings. We'll definitely have to get into that as well as the new announcements. We might be getting that Iceman album sooner than we think. Also, I got a video that I want to react to from LeBron James' wife, Savannah James. She got her own podcast. We'll definitely get into that. There's a story about an XO member being robbed. We definitely have to get into that as well. There's a segment that I have here about white hate towards brown people in this country. We'll definitely get into that as well. Other than that, I got also Canada is stopping immigration for parents and grandparents for our civic duties. Canada Cop Watch meets 31 division. If you guys have any topics, spam the chat. Comment gang strong. For the people over here on Instagram, we are live on YouTube, youtube.com/welovehiphop network. Let's go. Listen, gang, bear with me. I was having a few issues with the internets and stuff like that. It is a very, very windy day in Toronto, a warm day in Toronto. I'm not going to give you guys a weather breakdown, but it's a warm day in Toronto, but extremely, extremely windy. So, we might have some internet issues, but who is in the building? Comment gang strong. Who's in the building? Tasha Latina is in the building. Good evening, Tasha Latina. Ghost Nerd, MKG24 in the building. Salute. Big thanks to big salute to Nice Glass in the building. Big thanks to DTZs for the membership over here, okay? 2-month membership, all right? And big salute to all the members out here. Comment gang strong. Let yourself be seen. Like I said, also make sure to hit that like button. You can share, you can do a hype for this video as well. Hypes help to push this in the algorithm. Big salute to B3 on the beat right here. I think we can get into it, man. Hold on, let me run for a second. Who else is in the building? Scarborough's in the building. DSG22 PK in the building. We out here, man. We out here. We got topics to get through, man. We got topics to get through. Let me stop this beat courtesy of B3. B3 producer B3 on the beats. Big salute to everybody who's popping up in the chat right now. Listen, man, we've been podding right now. It's 2026. I gotta admit, Toronto always has a bunch of news stories, but I was watching an academic stream the other day, and we're in the first quarter when it comes to the music industry itself, and he was saying to himself, he was like, damn, I'm struggling for stories right now. Chat, give me some stories. Chat, give me some stories. And I was thinking to myself, well, goddamn, there's so much going on in Toronto. Sometimes we forget that Toronto's a city. We look at it more like a country when it comes to the competition. Like, our city is trying to compete with the whole of America, but there's always something going on over here. So we definitely got a list of topics. Tap in. You will probably be here. Listen, last time I said we only could be here for 3 hours, and we were here for 5. So I'm going to try to cut it to 3 hours this time around. All right. Big salute to everybody who's popping in the chat. These nuts popped in the chat, said you heard about the body found at the park. I did. Yo, there's so much wild shit going on in the city. Excuse me. I didn't know I was hiding my eyes, fam. The fitted's below, fam. I'm sorry, bro. Big salute to YNS Dizzy. Said, man's hiding his eyes. My bad, bro. My bad. Hello, gang. We are out here. Let's get into a couple of ads. And then we can get into what we got to get into while everybody's getting into the chat over here and getting comfortable. Let's start with the good people at Exotic Hot Pots. Listen to this episode's sponsor, Exotic Hot Pots, with great strains and merch and delivery all across the GTA. You can hit them up on their Instagram page, Exotic Hot Pot CA, or subscribe to their Telegram at Exotic Hot Pot. Let them know that you heard about them through the We Love Hip Hop podcast. Salute to the sponsors. Cheer! No lie, they got that piff. For real. Let's do a couple more and then we get into it.
Ready for the road.
Roll Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating perpetual with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels.
Road ready. Ready for the road. Oh,
Ready for the road. One more. I want to take a quick second to give a big shout out to Grabba, some of the hottest Grabba in the GTA. You can get Grabba shakers as well as hot Grabba leaf in different flavors like red herring and red rose. They got delivery within the GTA and they got some really cool apparel for sale. If you want to get your hands on that Grabba, make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page, grabba.ca, and let them know that the We Love Hip Hop boys sent you. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer. Yeah. Yo, keep running up the views on that Lil OT interview. Lil OT interview available right now on this channel. Great interview. Like, I think a lot of people expected him to just be giving like some one-word answers, be grunting into the microphone on some Neanderthal shit. Nah, he came through and he opened up the jewelry store. I'm gonna play a little bit of it. It's out right now. Keep running it up.
We love hip hop.
It's all time stamped up, ready to go. Right here is a good one, a good part here. Having longevity in the game. He drops bare jewels.
How you overcame it. It comes with story times. So you can't blow up off your first year and then the next year some shit comes out on you and then your name's ruined because you're not really doing what you're saying.
That's what I told this guy too. It's like it's never like this. It's never straight going up. Like it's going up and then there's like a pause. You have to beat that to get up. You
and
know
then
what
the
I mean?
rain starts.
Or certain people fall down in their mash up. You know what I mean? You have to fight that, get back up. Boom.
Discipline, cause
and it's really Canada too. No one's gonna be rooting for you to the end.
Yeah,
they're gonna like you in the beginning, and they're gonna hate you. I can only imagine you in Hamilton. Like you're the first rapper busting in the city, and people are like, yo, buddy, like I was rapping before this guy. How is he making noise? How you know what I mean? There's always gonna be that. There's always gonna be hate that comes with it, and then there's always gonna be that love that turns into hate. People that would have post their shit in the beginning, show you love, and in the ending, it's like, what, is there no more love anymore? Like, what happened?
They love you, they hate you, they love you again.
They love you again. Yeah, no,
those are the phases of the rap. Literally, you just said it. You got it. At first, they love you, and then they give you a reason to hate you. Oh, he did this, he did that, and then they figure out, okay, he can rap. But if you could get to that last stage where they love you again, you made it.
Yeah,
you know?
that's a real one right there.
Yeah, no, that's real talk right there.
Yeah, facts.
With everything that you've done so far, and you're still very early in your career, right? What do you think would be your biggest musical accomplishment so far?
Musical accomplishment.
I was playing myself just now. Pause. I just had to monetize the damn stream. I was so busy before the stream, I didn't even monetize the stream. Let me play it from here. The bullshit. Because you get into, like, I see you on the blog sometimes.
I don't fuck with a lot of rappers. I don't. I keep my circle small. All this rap shit's fake. These guys are not my homies, fam. They hit me on the net, DM me, like my picture, D-Ride. I'm not falling for that. I'm not falling for that. Then they get their homies D-Ride. 10 of their homies are liking my picture at the same time. Cuz, what do you guys just do? I'm
Yeah.
not falling for this. You're not gonna see me link up with these rappers. You're not gonna see me in these pictures, these music videos. If I fuck with you, me and you genuinely have a relationship. I know you, and you're sturdy. I did my background check. I'll fuck with you, but I can't just do a song with him, and then next year his name comes out.
Ugly.
I look bad.
Yeah, just
I'm
bad.
not doing that. I'm not. My name's no.
Keep your circle small, bro.
Work too hard to get run it
I
down
would
the
say
drain.
there should be collabs though. There needs to be collabs, and other rappers got to stop getting in their feelings about these collabs. Like,
100%.
just because I do a song with so and so, and you don't like so and so, I don't care. I would have did a song with you if you didn't bring it up. Me and you, both of us, and he can't say nothing, and he can't say nothing.
100%.
And then they both listen to it because they fuck with it.
Yeah, 100%.
At the end of the day, if you can rap, that's what we need to bring back to Canada. If
you know, low key, I didn't know. And funny enough, I'll pull up Reddit. Let me just double check that I did everything I need to do over here on Reddit. Yeah, low key, I didn't know that he might have been talking about Haji Basto, because Reddit clipped this part exactly, technically, and they posted it up on the Reddits here. Let me find Torontology Reddit. Let's go to Torontology. If I can find a post over here on Torontology, I got to go quick because some of the stuff that they have posted up here is just mosh up against the guidelines. Actually, and we might have to address this too while we're over here. Should we cancel Friday Ricky Dredd due to his recent SEGS assault allegation, which there is none? You know what I'm saying? But Reddit is a crazy place. Let me know if you guys want me to address that, because I don't know. It's different audiences in the world. You know what I'm saying? We have the YouTube audience, we got Instagram audience, and then there's people on Reddit that are just like parasitical. You know what I'm saying? So you guys might not be as tapped into what's going on over there on Reddit.
And I'm my homies, fam. They hit me on the net, DM me. Like,
so when it says here, Lil OT speaks on backlash he faced after linking Haji Basto for a song. If you're Surdy and I did a background check, then I'll fuck with you.
My picture, D-Ride. I'm not falling for that. I'm not falling for that. Right. Then they get their homies D-Ride. 10 of their homies are liking my picture at the same time. Cuz, what do you guys just do? I'm not falling for this. Fact. You're not going to see me link up with these rappers. You're not going to see me in these pictures, these music videos. If I fuck with you, me and you genuinely have a relationship. I know you and you're Surdy. I did my background check. I'll fuck with you. But I can't just do a song with him and then next year his name comes out.
Ugly.
I look bad.
Yeah,
and other rappers got to stop getting in their feelings about these collabs. Like,
100%.
Just because I do a song with so and so and you don't like so and so, I don't care. I would have did a song with you if you didn't bring it up. Me and you, both of us, and he can't say nothing, and he can't say nothing.
100%.
You know? And then they both listen to it because they fuck with it.
Yeah.
So these guys, you know, they were able to figure out what the real lore was when it comes to this. And if I
don't fuck with a lot of rappers.
The comment section here, he's speaking facts though, but he gonna skip this part. A lot of people, like somebody was saying in the comments just now, Reddit is a dark place because the man came, dropped bare jewels, and the Reddit still found a way to be like, yeah, PC goof, oh, this guy, all kind of shit they're saying about the kid. Lil OT would link with anyone for clout. He was homies with Kyrie, now he's linking with niggas, dissing them, shit is crazy. He says, while dick riding Doovie and hating on niggas from other sides for no reason. Holy shit, man. Can we get one positive comment? You could be possibly the back door for either side. SSJ beef for the towns. Ain't they neutral? Word around the hood with the South was extorting him. You know what? I'm getting off of this demonic website. Friday got a weird case. Why is he around? I have no case. Okay, let's address it. One in the chat if y'all want me to address this. Okay, salute to Lil OT. Interviews out right now. Okay. Why you got to do that, Carol? Friday got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy. Certified. These nuts. Put a 2 in the chat. I see some 1s in the chat. I feel like I did a whole live stream and I know I did a podcast episode. Didn't mention it because I did mention it on TikTok Live. And I posted a whole clip about it. All right. I might have to play that clip. All right. But one in the chat, let's get the engagement up here, man. One in the chat if y'all want me to address this crazy, heinous, wild Reddit allegation that these guys created. Let me know, man. One in the chat if y'all want me to address it. Two in the chat if you leave it alone, Friday. Leave it alone. They're just kids. They're just trolling, fam. Leave it alone. All right. All right. All right. Let's go back. I'm gonna have to go dig. I'm gonna have to go dig down in the archives of Reddit for this shit here. So look at this. Hold on. Let's go back and find this picture here. Yo, the pictures that they're using are crazy. Yo, mind you, this is a great photo shoot. I paid hella bread for that. But like they're taking my photo shoot and trying to make me look like I'm some kind of idiot creep. Listen, I love me some high grade fuckery. So I can't never be like, well, you know, don't make no jokes on me though. Like that's not cool. But the kind of jokes that these guys make, insanity. And while I'm clearing it up here on YouTube, what I will do also is show you the DMs. Here's another one. Watch this one here. Is the hate for Friday Ricky Dread justified? They put a Kofi on me, fam. Right? They took this picture. They took this picture right here and they put a Kofi on me. Let me see if I can find the actual picture itself. Okay, good. All right. Let me find the picture. Yo, these guys are idiots, man. Holy shit, man. All right, watch it. No Kofi. And this picture right here, the good old days when I was like, I had the V-shaped freaking six-pack going on. All right. These pictures are going to come into play later on when I show you Wagwan. All right, so let's go back to Reddit. That was the picture with me. I have my cell phone trying to look cool. You know, when you take a picture with the cell phone, that means you're a drug dealer, right? Back them times there. And I had the Bluetooth in the ear, right? It's like a cab driver, like an African cab driver. Oh, man. Love me some high-grade fuckery. So let's find the actual thing. And bear with me, gang, because I didn't anticipate that we were going to be doing this. To be honest, like for real. I did not anticipate that we were going to be doing this. So let me see if I can find this post. Because it's deep down in the, it was a few days ago. Guys are trying to make me look crazy. Right in the beginning of the big 2026. We'll find it. They took A.O. Biggs, and big salute to A.O. Biggs because he did a great interview with Reading the Streets, and they took this crazy story that the man did and bastardized the man's story. Don't worry, I'll find it, and maybe I should just do this. Let's do this. Friday, Ricky Dread. Because they spell my name right when it's time to do some stupid shit. Holy, just wild shit they say about a nigga. I'll find it. I will find it. You're trying to tell me these guys say so much wild shit about me that I can't find a thing? Okay, what I'll do is I'll go over to the We Love Hip Hop page and then I'll find it in the back end, because on the We Love Hip Hop page, I did address it. All right, so here we go. The fourth time that Reddit has tried to destroy me in some kind of way, degrade my my character, insane type of shit. So there's an interview floating around right now. My reaction. And let me know in the comments. I think this might be, I don't want to call out man's names, because if it's not the right person's name of who this person is in the interview, because the story that he tells in the interview is crazy. Crazy. But they have my picture all over this. And I'm going through the comments right now to see if I can find a name. But all these guys are doing is just talking shit about me. So we'll play the clip. And maybe we could find a full interview somewhere. Maybe y'all can help me out in the chat over here. Where is this interview from? Because it says here, Toronto man says Toronto DJs or DJ sexually assaulted. Words that we can't say here.
But he was a Toronto famous DJ back in the day, and he worked at that bowling alley in the snack bar. Now, his lure was the fact that he was the DJ, right? So me and all the neighborhood kids fucking idolize this guy because,
like, why they take a picture from like 20? And I'm not laughing at his situation, because his situation is serious, okay? I'm literally trying to find the original post. But look at the picture that they showed that they used. This is the same one that I showed you guys from Google earlier. 2015, to put in contrast to what this man's story is telling. Like, what the hell?
He's got pictures with Maestro. He's got, this guy's the guy, right? So his lure is to bring you back to his house, and he's going to teach you how to DJ. But really, when you get...
Okay. Let me pull it up on... let me pull this up. Give me a second, gang. Because I don't want to do it with the commentary on it and shit. So let's switch screens. Let's switch our screens, and then we'll go to the original. Of course, fam, the guy's like friggin' 2 years younger than me. If not, maybe older. Who knows?
And he worked at...
Just a stupid, retarded, regarded-ish. Right? So here's the one picture, right, in my good old days that they put on this. And check out the caption. Toronto man says a Toronto DJ actually assaulted him.
Famous DJ back in the day, and he worked at that bowling alley in the snack bar. Now, his lure was the fact that he was the DJ, right? So me and all the neighborhood kids fucking idolize this guy because he's got pictures with Maestro. He's got, this guy's the guy, right? So his lure is to bring you back to his house, and he's going to teach you how to DJ. But really, when I got back to the house, he had the DJ tables and all that, but it didn't take long before it was, hey man, do you drink, right?
Okay, so, and that's pretty much it as far as like the superimposed pictures. The story here. Let's play the story.
And I'm like, yeah, of course. I'm a kid. I'm going to say I drink, right? So, he went upstairs and fixed some drinks and came downstairs, and within a couple seconds of me drinking that drink, I started to feel weird. And then, then I remember seeing porno come on the TV. And then I was sexually assaulted in that basement. And, so after that happened, he drove me home, and he told me on the way home, if I ever said anything, he would kill both of my parents. So I never talked about it till I was 35. So
that's the clip that was on Reddit. Now, if I go and we go over to YouTube to the original video, and big thanks to Nice Glass for the membership. Let me throw it up on the screen right there. Thank you, Nice Glass. Let's pull up the YouTube video. Let's go to Read in the Streets YouTube channel. And big salute to Read in the Streets. Okay, so this is the interview right here. Dope dealer to hope dealer. And
really, when I got back to the house, he had the DJ.
Salute to A.O. Biggs also. Okay. He's a legend out here. So now I'm going to play the same clip that was over on Reddit. And I'm going to play it from YouTube.
His lure was the fact that he was Here's where it gets crazy. So there was a man that worked there. I'm not going to say his name, although I could and I should, but I won't. But he was a Toronto famous DJ back in the day, and he worked at that bowling alley in the snack bar. Now, his lure was the fact that he was the DJ, right? So me and all the neighborhood kids fucking idolize this guy because he's got pictures with Maestro. He's got, this guy's the guy, right? So
where are the superimposed pictures? Right, because I know reading the street ain't gonna go look through the Googles and go find a picture, and then go put up on his YouTube video. So where are these same pictures that you're seeing on the Reddit? This is how I know it's not even a personal vendetta. These guys are like immature to the point that they might tarnish somebody's reputation from their immaturity. Potential suspects right here. Potential suspects for Friday slander: GTV, Mad Russian, and DL Nation or D-Lo Nation. I'm not against it. I'm not gonna put it on anybody, but I'm not against it because that is insane. That is a mod thing. Like, what are we dealing with here, fam?
Me and all the neighborhood kids fucking idolize this guy because.
All right, this is what y'all gonna do. So let me do this quick. I'm gonna go through my DMs, but let me just hide my DMs for a second, and let me go in there because I don't want to leak everybody's DMs. So here we go, and I'll put it back on the screen now for you guys to see. Bada booms, bada bings. Here's the Ute who made the original post. Fuck, I have the wrong screen up. Give me a second, gang. I'll show you guys because the Ute who made the original post DM'd me. All right, he DM'd me. Yo, respect Friday for not taking my clip so seriously, especially a touchy subject like sex assault. What? Let me move the comments off the screen for a second so y'all can see this a little bit better. Like, what? Like, no, bro, I didn't take it lightly. Like, ha 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 ha. That funny, that joke there, when you accused me of being a PDF. Oh, that was so funny. Who does this, bro? And I respond, huh? Are you serious, bro? You try to link me to some serious allegation. That shit is no joke. No response. What's his name? Zer Creeper 1405. I'm convinced we're living in a simulation at this point, bro. I keep on saying it. I say it over and over and over again, but you guys got to hear me, fam. Like pinch yourself sometimes. Like, this is not real, fam. It's a freaking dream. And since then, now it's all these, so Friday, you're not going to answer for that thing, Sam. Yo. So, yes, that is what it is. Okay? That's what's happening. That's why you're seeing. This guy's head is like, sorry. I don't want to get distracted. Man's head is like, looks like a friggin' watermelon. Pause. No pause. That's why you're seeing these weird ass posts like this. Stupid shit like this. Should we cancel Friday Ricky Dread? Should we? What should we do? Anyhow, let's get to the actual topics that I came here to get to. Okay? It has been addressed. And guess what? Reddit's not going to clip that. All right? I already responded to this on TikTok Live, posted it up on the We Love Hip Hop Reddit page or We Love Hip Hop Canada Reddit page, shared it to Torontology, and these idiots are still in the comments like, yo, we need answers. All right. You need answers. That's fine, bro. Okay, so let's get to what we got to get to over here. I want to start with this Moula first versus BFR thing. Okay, because those guys have been having a long-standing beef for probably maybe 10 years plus. Okay. Dare I say, today we're going to get to the root of this beef. All right. So everybody make sure to smash that like button. Do all you got to do to make sure this video goes out the roof. Because I'm going to take y'all from where we are here in 2026. And I'll take you guys to the root of where I feel a lot of this shit started. Okay. I've never actually done that before. But I'm going to take y'all to the root. So let's start with how everything started back up again. For some reason, YG decided to get on his Instagram stories, and he's been dissing Top 5 and a few different people. Like YG has the list of ops that he has to go through, his checklist every couple of weeks or whatever. And he hasn't gotten at Moula first in a while. But for some reason, he woke up, he decided, you know what? I'm going to get at this guy Moula first. And he says in his Instagram stories, you know, regular black screen shit, he says, I used to kick Moula first and Pyrex ass back in the days when we was kids. On God, used to beat them flawless victories. Full health bar, perfect, 100%. And it kind of ended there. He didn't say anything else, but first, this just activated the hell out of Moula first. And Moula first responded with, why you can't come where you hung as a kid? G. And apparently this is supposed to be a picture of YG. Can we get it closer? And they put Lil Weasel over here. Location, Rexdale, Elm Bark Junior Middle School. All right, so the man them are... That's the first shot for Moula first. But then Moula first followed up. I think he was just like, I'm enough talking about beat up mans. All right. And he followed up with another post. I'll pull up that post here. I'm just reading the screen over here. Why is Kid Crook says Moula first is waste? Why is he waste? And he says over here, YG just mad because Coyle Ray danced on his boss's face. Quick fast before we continue in this lore over here. I know Toronto mans have a real issue with, oh, you're an Itaman, yo, man's a bowcat. Oh, we caught him. He was eating pum pum. In the big 2026, I'm going to have to take a point away. If we're going on a point system of who's winning in this beef, I'm going to have to take a point away because we can't be using eating pussy as a diss in 2026. Man, them have to get past that, bro. We need to get past that. It's okay. All of y'all niggas yam your girl out. All right? It's fine. You niggas don't have to hold it in anymore and be like, oh, shit. I'm going to use it as an insult, but when I get back home, I'm going to spread my girl out. Because that's what you know. You know that's what y'all niggas is doing. All right? And I'm not even going to say, oh, with all due respect to the man, them, all of y'all niggas is doing it. All of y'all are going in your DMs, getting responses from BBL bandits you never thought you're going to get a response from. And when they get to the crib or the BNB or wherever you're trying to knock it down after you spent a whole bunch of money on dinner and all that type shit, they're like, you ain't getting in unless you eat it, nigga. And they do it gladly. So that's just my sidetrack. Not all, every single one of them. All of them niggas who use that as a dissing point, they're probably the best eaters. Okay? Man, them might get cheesed at me later on. Like, what are you talking about, Friday? Yo, you try to disrespect the man. Them like, yo, fam, y'all niggas eat pussy. Stop lying. Anyhow, he continues. The whole Toronto knows that I knocked you out twice. You were bullied in Orton. What is this? Orpington Crescent, and that's why you switched to Driftwood Avenue. You couldn't take the abuse anymore. Also, leave Pyrex out of this. I'm selfish. I want all the smoke. Bumbleclut. Last final boss, last level, last supremium, pissed off, whatever Moula be saying. And then he continued because YG never, from what I've been watching through these internets, he never responded. And then he continued. He posts this. No means no is what the Reddit is saying, but this is in his stories. At first, when I went through his stories, the other day when I went on Instagram, I was like, a lie. Is this real? There's no way. Let me just check something. He might have it on his Max Way of Thinking page. I was like, there's no way. This is not real. Yeah, and then he went, and I'll pull up his Instagram, actually. I was like, damn. And the person that he has up on the screen, and I'll pull it up on Instagram so we can get a better picture. R.I.P. to Wasi Peters. Okay, he was a gentleman that basically what the Was gang named their crew after, right? He has Surviving Peters, #1 top 10 movies in Canada today. Bro, that Photoshop and some AI, you can get cooking these days. Holy. So let's play, because he made a video. So let's play the video.
You guys have to ask this guy what's going on with that, bro. Raping girls or what?
That 50%.
The first chart. You have to leave them alone, bro. That's an idiot thing. Oh, God, no. The idiot thing. Yeah, you guys better fucking fix up, bro. That was his first chart. That was his first chart. No means no, bro. No means no. You got charged for reason. No means no.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. These guys, when one goes low, they take it straight to hell. Is there anything in the stories here? Let me see if I could check on these guys here in real time. Let's go to Moula's stories or Moula First's page here. He's advertising this. And then he says this. Kwasi Wasi Skeen Peters R-worded a 13. And then he has a clip from an article saying the jury has heard about, and this is covering this. Okay. What's this word here? Oh, Skeen Peters' violent history, including 13 gang R-wording. Oh my gosh. Let me get this off the damn screen. So we got an issue over here. Like I said, I could take you guys back to the root of this. There's been other times when Moula First has gotten at these guys. If I could find this YouTube video where he had gotten at Pressa about a year ago when he was on the pod. Let's see if we could find it. Let's pull up these YouTubes here. And if my internet starts fucking up, bear with me, gang, because right now it is crazy. So let's go to Moula Pressa. Because he was saying something about delete tracks. Delete the diss tracks. Delete the diss tracks. Here it is.
We love hip hop.
He took solid. He decided to back on Twitter Spaces. Okay, no, it's not right. And he's like, "All right, we'll find it. We'll find it. It's not this one. I want to find the exact clip where he says it, because he went crazy. Yeah, here we go. Here's the actual full interview.
Guys up, slapping them. They can't fucking make music. They can't go viral like me. You can't see me like me. Those niggas take this on the media. I'm all you see me.
Find the time.
Okay? They can't do what I do. They can't do jackets like I do. They can't have banks like I do. They can't have whiskey like I do. Seen it. Drake tour, all of it. Drake still giving you fucking chances, nigga.
Holy.
Still. And you can't do it. You look desperate. It's des. Okay? You want to know why it's des? Because you're supposed to be up here. Why do you care? You made it. Go fucking live your
so just
life,
for some
nigga.
context, this is after Pressa had offered, or not Pressa, my bad. Drake had offered a open verse. If Pressa and Doovie were able to get on a song together, I guess it was a challenge from Drake. He was like, yo, I'll jump on a song if you guys are able to jump on a song together. All right. This is under the We Love Hip Hop comment section on our Instagram. You know, as usual, big salute to Drizzy Drake. But yeah, after that, everything went crazy. Yes, Moula first interview. I'm gonna work on that if he's fucking with me.
You back in Toronto? Money run dry or something, B? Like, go live your fucking life, nigga. We ain't worried about you. We don't. Your fucking your reconcile shit ain't working over here, bruh. Have it work for the higher ups. Okay? I was cool when Drake said, you know what? Doovie Pressa, even though I was left out because I'm the most consistent motherfucker in this motherfucking country. Okay? I still was like, okay, that's fine. Drake, I was saying, yo, it's bigger than me because you know what? Even though he said final level, we're the real final level, whatever. I was like, you know what? I see what Drake's trying to do and it's bigger than me. I was fine at that point.
Yeah.
But it's when Capo comes out now, Chubbs, and says, oh, I support this message. This is a new TO when the niggas dissing me and I stand for a whole lot of shit. The niggas talking about, shout out Rock Boy Ninja. I don't know if you guys seen the whole clip of that live, but that's where to go get it. And
I might have to bleep that name out of there, but cool. Keep going. That's a whole other story.
All right, boy, man. Listen. You made me get dementia.
Sorry.
Yeah. You're asking who's Doovie and who's Pressa. Stop this, bro. Stop this. You're at the We Love Hip Hop channel. Stop this. You know who those people are. You try,
bro. No,
that's why you don't interrupt maximum level people.
You're saying that you seen on Rock Boy, he posted the rest of the live.
Yes. Back to what I was saying. Now that I remember, he said, "Oh, I would never rock those jackets." Back and be like, "Oh, that was right." No. Review the play. No. Review. Review. Refs, go watch Drake. Drake, Chubbs, go watch film. Watch film right here of what I'm saying and say it doesn't make sense. If someone said, yo, biggest owl, we're the biggest one. Kanye them. Said, yo, Pusha T them. Said, yo, we're the biggest owl with them. But yo, you know what? We want to reconcile the situation. Let's end the beef. We're the biggest owls.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going that way. So you know what? Review the situation. That's not happening. Okay? And my name needs to be added on to that Doovie Pressa shit. Because I'll actually do it. Okay? And I'll actually have it set up. These guys are not producers like me. They're not like me. I'll set it up. I'll have it set up without them even setting their vocals. That's how much of a guy I am.
Damn.
Okay? Michael's back.
Review.
Review. That's an error. Michael been putting out 53 fucking videos consistently, 54, whether you like my music or not. And business, I've been taking business to another level. And Toronto, the 6th to another level. I have people in America quoting my shit. No one quotes these guys. People in America, wherever, talking like me. Piss. You heard Bia. The fuck? You see the shit. We have platinum people with gold and platinum records talking like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why these niggas maybe have an issue with me, because I got to tell the truth. I got to throw a flag on the play. Bia's album flopped, low key. And them niggas do have a lot of connections too. Don't make it like them niggas ain't rubbing shoulders. And when I say them niggas, I'm talking about the BFR guys. All right, just to be fair, they're out there with French or French Montana. They're out there with friggin' he got mad collabos with Roddy Rebel, which I don't know, Robbie Rebel, that's just whatever with it. But them mans are locked in. Okay? Like Pressa got a Lil Uzi Vert collabo. Like, I'm just saying. I just gotta call it how I see it.
Ice Spice in her fucking radar freestyle on the radar freestyle say, yo, you can't face me. Like, bro, I'm a staple, bro.
You stand,
I'm a staple. I'm good if all the disrespectful shit doesn't happen because I'm not like these guys. I don't need that. I don't need to be like, oh, Drake. No, I'm that. I look at myself as that. Okay? So I don't know, oh yeah, let's make the city reunite. The fact that you're such a bitch that, oh yeah, you can only get a fucking record if Doobie's on it. You're a bitch. The fuck? Some sucker. You're a sucker. And still trying to push it. Goofy. You guys over here, oh yeah, it's a righteous message. No, it's not. Review. Film.
Holy shit, man.
Jeez.
Yeah. So they don't like each other. I gotta call one more flag on the play, just one more. All right. He said he can only get a Doobie record, or sorry, a Drake record if Doobie gets on it. And then they made a record together without nobody else. I just got to call it how I see it. Okay, I'm not taking any sides. I have no dog in the race, right? But we also know that National Treasure exists. I'm just saying that one kind of aged badly. So let me take you all back to the root. All right, to the rooter and to the tutor. It didn't start exactly here. Okay, with Young Dubs, an RIP to Young Dubs. All right, Young Dubs, artist from the Rexdale area. He's been doing his thing from back in the days, but he passed away in the early 2010s. Right, these videos right here from like 11 years ago. If I could play just like a clip of something. Let me just find something if I could play without getting any copyrights. And salute to Pillar B. He actually tells the story about Young Dubs. All right. Let me see if I can find a Young Dubs verse. Give me a second, gang. We'll find something with a verse from him. We'll play the OG Bobby Johnson. I just noticed I feel like a major copyright's coming.
Everybody know we are Xing, riding with the killers in the West End, running my block to the world, back shots to your girl, watch you fucking out of best friend, that's that shit.
Now, this gentleman passed away back in and this is from 11 years ago, 2014. If I'm not mistaken, 2016. And if I can find Pillar B. Young Dubs. Let me just do this. Maybe if I could find an interview clip of him talking about Dubs. Because I don't remember if he didn't explain it in one of my interviews, but he did talk about it in another interview somewhere else. I'll find it. I'll find it. It might have been over here. That's the last interview that we did together. It could be in this one over here. Let me see. Let me just do a quick check here. Because he talks about a shooting.
I see why you guys ask questions why this game is going. You just want me to lose.
It definitely won't be that. I didn't even know this one existed.
This memory lane, you know?
Walking in out, you ain't out here. No, that record bangs.
If that's something you weren't feeling, so we're from Toronto. It's not like we live in friggin'
very small city.
Yeah, you know, we don't live in Tennessee or somewhere where it's just not as.
It would be as crazy, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're not like, you know, pretty like Brampton, Toronto.
Funk?
Inside him. Who let him in?
The audios used to be crazy for these ones back in the days. Let me find this interview here. I'm going to find it. I'll find it. Because I did see an interview clip where he talked about the shooting. But it wasn't on my network. It was somewhere else. I do remember this a while back. And I have a Pyrex interview as well. Happy being a dangerous job. We'll find it. We'll find it. Philippi doesn't have a bunch of interviews out there. But I say that to say while we're looking for it, he talks about getting into not a shootout, but a shooting happening where he was in his car, and that was the time where Young Dubs passed away. That was where not the beef started, but it started to exacerbate the beef that these guys had. Okay. There was also the passing of a couple of other people. So if I put in Payback, let's see if I can find Payback's track here. The Payback and Jadakiss track. All right, Bullets Rain. This is like from 12 years ago, 2013. All right, and RIP to Illy as well. Okay, so if I was to put in, and we'll do a quick Google search just so I can just give the complete story here. We're going back into Toronto lore here of why these guys have been beefing for so long, and I'm showing you guys specifically the times of when these videos came out, because this is how long these guys have been beefing for. Okay, if I put Illy and Payback. There should be a picture, because I've used this picture in the past for videos and stuff like that. All right, so RIP to Illy and Payback. Illy. All right, these guys passed not too far apart from each other. Okay, Payback was shot on the way home from a studio session. And I'll pull up a bigger picture so we can see this a little bit more clear. And same thing with Illy. He was also shot. All of these guys passed due to gun violence. There was once upon a time, sorry, I'm pulling up the same shit. There was once upon a time, there was a mural, or not a mural, like an advertising for the OVO clothing. and they had everybody on the advertising. You guys remember that shit? It was like a poster that they used to have by Bathurst and Dundas, and it had a bunch of different people on it wearing like the OVO Roots collab. Okay, and this is from 4 years ago. Ilian Payback, the real Toronto street bosses, named OVO 40 RIP. Okay, these guys used to run with 40 back in the days, because 40 used to work doing engineering and production for Jellystone. All right, I'm bringing you guys lore here. So these guys introduced the young boys like Pyrex and Moula and all of these guys into 40's mix. And 40 started recording these guys and stuff like that. One of Pyrex's first songs was a 40 produced song. You know what I'm saying? When he was working in the remix project. When I'm talking about Pyrex, when he was part of the remix project. So these guys go way back. But the problem is, and I'm not going to put anything on anybody, okay? I'm not here trying to be federal or anything. These guys been beefing for a long time because they're fallen brethren. They're OGs, like Moula First and Pyrex's OGs. A lot of people feel that it was the WAS guys that were responsible, or they might have clowned them over the years because of these guys who have passed that I just mentioned to you right here. So when Moula First got issues with somebody like Pressa or WhyG or anybody, and like you can see from the issues that he's been speaking with WhyG used to live in Rexdale at one point in time. Okay, their history goes far back. It's not as simple as to say, yo, why don't you guys just squash the beef and start making some music together? Like, no, that's never going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And Kid Crook says right here in the comments, and salute to the comments, Comic Gang Strong says, Rexdale and Finch been back and forth since 1975. Nigga, that's when I was born. Like, that's some long-standing beef. All right. So even when you see the amount of intensity that Moula has anytime that he talks about these guys, or just out the blue, you know, YG will decide, you know what, to start taking some shots at Moula First, it's because of this shit. And I'll even listen, this is what I'm here for. I'll take you guys even further back in the lore. Not further back, but like as what times went forward. Young Lava. This song, Conversations, BFR diss 7 years ago. Because these guys, and Young Lava also younger brother to Young Dubs. All right. You see, are we connecting the dots over here a little bit more of why Moula has an issue with these guys, or why Pressa has an issue? You guys like, nah, bro, like we're never resolving this shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm always here for peace and resolution, but I could also understand why two ops will always remain ops too. I'm a realist. I'm not going to be like, come on, guys, work it out. You know what I'm saying? Man, they go back and forth from Vaughn Chase to shooting in playgrounds. Like, bro, it's not rap. It's beyond rap.
Extensions.
Listen, I don't mean to be dancing to the tune or whatever, because I know it's an oppie tune, but shit is hot.
Extensions. I don't beat from far in any BFR. I get up close and leave body scarred. Two shooters, they rolling with me and everything. 50, you know the squad. My youngin' with me here, never iffy. If it gets sticky, he gon' hug the charge. I've been down.
All right, so, and there was the Young Lava mall incident. I guess they say he ran from Jane Goons. And listen, salute to Young Lava. He's doing his time right now. Probably for you know, he's in jail for a shooting, right? I don't think it was a random shooting.
Lava P, why you on it? Yo, Lava P. Yo, Lava P, why you on it? Why you on it? Yo, Lava P.
All right. So, and yeah, I'm not even mad at him getting out of there. He was dolo, like completely dolo. Get a quick jog. Don't go crazy and flying, running through the mall, but get a quick jog. You might be trying to get to your whip to go get to your thing. I'm not gonna lie. Like they try to use this to clown him. This is early Instagram days where like, yeah, let's videotape us running up on the ops. All right. But yeah, this is not going to end anytime soon. I'm just trying to let you guys know, like, it's not just, oh, we beat up Moula first and Pyrex back in the days, jokes. Let's make a diss song. Nah, bro, these guys really, really hate each other. Like, they've lost loved ones over this beef. Generations. You get me? And people going to jail, too, for all kind of shit. Young Lava's in jail right now. You know what I'm saying? And even through that times, there's been division between Rexdale mans. We're at this point now where guys in the Driftwood area, there's division over there. So even the whole solidarity that these guys had while they were going back and forth between the two different blocks, that's not even there anymore. You feel me? So I don't even know. Was it all worth it in the end of the day? In my opinion, no. But at the same time, I'm not living their existence. I'm not the one who has fallen homeboys from each side when it comes to these issues where I got to be like either fend it or figure out a way to get over it. And to be honest, I don't want to be in that position. So salute to both parties. All right. Maybe this is brought in a little bit more clarity to the audience as far as like, yo, why do these guys keep on dissing each other? It's not private information. This is all public information. It's just that sometimes you got to kind of put it into one place for people, like, so you could understand, like, yo, oh, that's why we're always going to see these guys dissing each other. All right. So it is what it is. Salute to both parties. Let's move on though. Let's move on. I feel like I got a little bit sad from watching that. Actually, continuing in Toronto Falkery. Top 5 is back, I guess, maybe. He posted up on his Instagram stories. And it's funny enough because when he posted on his Instagram stories, he had called us the same time. And let me see if I could pull up the clip of what he posted on his Instagram stories. He said he was back with some new music, or he's ready to do new music. All right. Says, I don't say names, but you already know who I'm smoking. Pager activated 5.0. However, if you see here, the way that he spelled who is in a specific way. He's got the microphone over here in the booth. And then on the TV, he's got Houdini running from the scene where the shooting went down. I ain't gonna lie. And like I know I just said in a previous segment, these guys are not ever going to figure it out when it comes to like the Rexdale and Driftwood guys. These guys need to figure it out. They need to find some kind of common ground. Unless this shit is working for them. Okay. If I could just play something quickly from our last episode, because he called us. And he ain't gonna be happy about this, but I'm gonna tell you all something. I'm loyal to my audience in the end of the day. So I'll give you guys a little bit of BTS of something that I ended up cutting out of the episode. So let's go to the most recent episode of the pod.
Minimalist, so.
And when we were getting into the conversation about Ebro, which would be right around here, I got a call.
that has always been taken care of by the company for them. They show
have a beef, maybe with Ebro. Let me see if laptop
song
mic.
stats on music platforms.
Can't do that.
Okay, they got a little
Griff,
background
I'm
on it and
not
stuff like
sending
that in the
Drake.
back. So I'm gonna find the exact clip where I don't know where he is.
What does it mean?
Should be right. Right here. Salute to top 5. Yeah.
Friday's response. Cool, but stop shushing me. I'm the same age as you.
What we are, fam. Stop shushing grown man, Bridget. Like, fam, that's the thing. Like, you're doing this to me, fam? Like, shh. Like, I'm not your chick, bro. All right, right here. Right? And I'm going to go over to Twitter over here because, I put everything up on Twitter. Hold on. Yo, I'm on air, fam. I'm not live, but I'm on air. Yeah, bro, we podding. You got anything to say to the audience?
That new music coming 2026.
Jeez.
Okay, we're actually we're about to worry. We're worrying. We're like, yo, where's top 5? I was about to bring that up later in the pod. Okay, so you say you're loading up. Yeah. So y'all see that cut right there? There's a part where we continued our conversation for a short space of time, and I was going to keep all of that in there, but he dissed Houdini, right? And then after that, it was requested for the piece to be cut out, and I actually made a judgment call. Actually, that's what it is. I made a judgment call. I said, you know what? Let me cut that piece out. That's a little bit too oppy. I ain't trying to be involved in you guys back and forth like to that degree where I'm taking phone calls with you dissing mans on the phone call. But right after that, that's when we got this post. Like literally when we finished the podcast and I went up on Instagram and I was, or one of the man actually opened Instagram and they were like, yo, did you see this post here? So I cut it out the content, but he still went and said it anyway. So maybe I shouldn't have cut out of the content. I will say this, though, when it comes to these guys, because this is dark, you know what I'm saying, as far as like dissing Houdini and stuff like that. These guys need each other. Whether it's when they get along, and when they get along, you can see how much stuff that they were able to get moving and shaking. When they get along, it's all gravy. And when they're not getting along, they help to turn each other up by dissing each other. So in the end of the day, they need each other. Yeah, pause. They need each other. So they just got to figure out which way is the best way that they can benefit off of each other, because obviously the relationship ain't real, or these guys wouldn't have took it this far once now that they're beefing. You feel me? I'm looking forward to new music from Top 5, but if I was to say who's winning in this beef between Top 5 and BFR, and there's no winner. There's only, and I'm not calling them losers, but there's only losing in this type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Because mads can't move around the way they want to. They always got to be like, yo, we got to look for the GGs, or vice versa. We got to look for BFR. Anytime that they go out to a basketball game, club, strip club, whatever. You feel me? So that's not a bonus. That's an L. That's not a W. But they always have access to, if I diss him, the blogs is going to pick it up. I'm talking about it right now on the live stream. In my opinion, they're probably better off being cool. When they were cool, they were doing viral interviews. All types of shit was happening. They were making peace around the city, giving DJ Snoopy his chain back. All types of cool content that was making them go viral. Now, at this point, yeah, they can turn up the timeline here and there by dissing each other, but at what cost? And it's really short blips. It's not something that, like the Leah May interview, is gonna last and sit there at like 500,000, 600,000 views. It's just like it's like hollow promotion as far as these guys dissing each other. Right? I've said this before and I'll say this again, and then we'll close the segment right here. The only people who benefit from these guys beefing is us, the bloggers, the content creators who will go back later and make a video about it. It doesn't increase their streams. It doesn't increase their music video views. They're not going anywhere beyond the subset of Toronto. So the average person walking down the street on Yonge Street don't have no idea that Top 5 and BFR is beefing with each other. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's not helping them to increase their audience. So what are we doing it for? And if you guys see this and watch this back, maybe take this in as some advice of how to move forward with this beef. You feel me? We'll leave that there. Big salute to both parties involved. What are y'all saying in the comments over here? Am I tripping? Like, nobody's benefiting from this shit except for We Love Hip Hop, Trap Lord Ross, Six Sounds. Like, we're the only ones monetizing the shit, bro. I know I'm talking about it on the live stream. I put it in my title because it's good SEO, and I'm going to make a clip later on that I can put a clip of this segment up on YouTube because I know it's going to make money. But guess who ain't going to make no money off of it? Y'all niggas. So what's the purpose? Huh? It's just entertainment. For us, it's real life circumstances for them. So it is what it is. Y'all do with that what you will. Let's move on to something a little bit more upbeat, like I was trying to do before. This Drake Brandon Jennings beef. Okay. And just all right, disclaimer. You guys might not like what I'm gonna have to say about this Drake and Brandon Jennings beef. As Canadians, as Torontonians, all right, you might not like my take or my opinion on this back and forth that these guys have. It's nothing crazy, it's nothing serious, but it's happening. Okay. So let me see if I can pull up a clip first from Brandon Jennings of why we got some kind of an issue in the first place. All right. I'm gonna go over to Twitter because Twitter's been saving it, saving all of this high level fuckery. And let's play the clip.
It's something about like Canada or Toronto players. I feel like, no, I swear to God, I feel like once you get up in them and you physical and once you figure them out, they come off as cool, calm, like, you know, he's soft spoken because he doesn't want to really, you know, get into a battle. But once you push that to the edge with him, I think he's gonna back down.
Soft.
Yeah. Like, and I think the Pacers and I think it's like the Kendrick and Drake beef. Like once you boom one of them, it's gonna be it's like, yeah, they're gonna lay down. That's just me though. I'm just that's just me looking at what I think gonna happen in the future.
Mr. B, international conflict. We already have a situation in Venezuela. Now we have added Canada to
it's something up.
You might have to add Canada to the mix. Don't worry about it, man. Okay, so and then Drake had these things to say. Okay, he posted in the stories. This is like last night or night before. Okay, boom, what? Shy, boom, what? And then this post over here. Both you catch a couple bars on Iceman for sure. This I don't know who this Twitter poster is. It's Super Drake Glazer. All right. You say, oh, we gotta watch out. Brandon Jennings gonna catch some bars on the Iceman project. And let me play another clip because he did respond. Brandon Jennings did respond to Drake posting those different things there in his comments and stuff like that. All right. I don't know if man was scared or anything like that. But you know what? Do I need to play what he said again? We'll play it after this. Okay. We'll play what he said again after this.
Let's take a look at the stories that Drake put up. So he posted two stories, the first of which
featured you and Drake together back in the day with the caption, "Boom what?" with a question mark, exclamation point, and a question mark. Followed by another solo photo of you throwing up Westside with SJ tagged in that story along with the caption. So after Drake's IG stories were brought to your attention, you posted an IG story of your own in response to that, saying, "Boom what? Bounce back time, Iceman." This photo features Drake in a Brandon Jennings New York Knicks jersey during a concert in 2016.
Great times.
It was a good time in 2016. Yeah. As I do recall, I was a younger man back then.
Yeah.
I remember that. So you were a younger man?
I was a younger
a younger man.
Still enjoying life.
Like that.
Yeah. Huh?
What's your reaction to this situation?
Yeah, what was your reaction?
What was my reaction? I was young. I mean, shit, it was some good times. But no, man, like this is a sports show, right? At the end of the day. So when we use certain terms, soft, boom, whatever, like the first time I ever seen somebody come down, what they get boomed on, right? So my terms of how I talk about the sports might be a little rational, but that's just how I talk about the game. But Drake, man, we've been, man, we go back. So, hey, it is what it is. Like, hey, I supported him, he supported me. So, boom.
Boom.
Do you understand Drake maybe being a little, obviously wanted to support SJ from Toronto, MVP champion?
No, as you should.
Taking offense to you saying Canadian Hoopers.
As you should. We do talk a lot of shit on here. So if you feel away, you have that right to feel away. But I'm not going to take back what I said.
And that's definitely going to be my
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to take back what I said.
Is what you said true?
Huh?
Is what you said true?
Is it true about Shay or
I said what I said.
is it true about Drake?
I think it's just a true statement just in general.
Shay came back.
No, for sure. But what I said in that time of boom, why he got boomed though? Because we talked about the Spurs. Like it was just that type of situation. And, he wasn't playing like him.
What you trying to say, Nick? Somebody else didn't come back? What you trying to say?
Nah. That's what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to break down the difference.
Trying to get him some security or something? You got cousins and shit.
What do you mean?
Nah.
What you doing over there?
But
you need some help.
Swaggy related.
You need some help? I can make a phone call real quick. It'd be a phone call, boom, right?
Oh, shit.
Boom what?
Snitch ass Swaggy P.
Oh, boom what? Boom what? No, don't start shit, man. I'm just trying to figure out where I can go out here.
Well, Mr. B, I was a card-carrying country club member, man of leisure. You're minding your business yesterday. When that was brought to your attention, what was your initial reaction?
We talked. So we talked. We talked in the DMs. We had a man-to-man conversation.
Well, with that conversation, a man-to-man conversation, did Drake page him? Did he hit up Drizzy?
And we said how we both felt. And, boom, right after. Just left it alone. Now we're just moving on. So
tell you when it's coming?
Huh?
Tell you when it's coming?
No, I didn't ask all that. We was going back and forth. Like it was, but
Dare I play the clip again of what man said that set Drake off for anybody who's just coming into the chat right now also, salute. Because I don't know. I'm not completely mad. You know what? I'll keep my opinions till later.
Like Canada or Toronto players. I feel like, no, I swear to God, I feel like once you get up in them and you physical and once you figure them out, they come off as cool, calm, like, he's soft spoken because he doesn't want to really, get into a battle. But once you push that to the edge with them, I think he's gonna back down.
Jamal Murray.
Yeah. And I think the Pacers and I think it's like the Kendrick and Drake beef. Like once you boom one of them, it's like they're gonna lay down. That's just me though. That's just me looking at what I think gonna happen in the future.
Mr.
Once you boom one of them, he was using the hat. Once you boom one of them, they're gonna lay down. Right? Juicy Hamburger says, bro, just want to bring up Drake. I don't know if he was trying to bring up Drake completely in that statement because they were talking about basketball, right? They're talking about basketball players. And he's saying the Canadian ones, once you apply a little pressure to these niggas, they turn maple syrup soft. I don't know. I don't know if maple syrup soft. That may be a wrong analogy, but they turn some kind of Canadian softness. You feel me? They crumble. Sorry.
But nah, man, you know.
Spirited discussion, according to reports.
Yeah.
But you should be standing firm on your Canadian Hooper. Yes.
Yeah, I just did.
What else he say?
Hey.
He said, what else he say?
Yeah.
He
Like
said some other shit.
What
What he say?
What did he say? I hear you, Juicy Hamburger. You know, what the fuck does Drake and Kendrick got to do with the NBA? He's making an analogy, right? He's like, yo, these niggas, when you approach them on the court, you apply a little, you know, you boom them, they crumble. Right? I don't know if he was trying to use the words soft. You soft. All right, Ready to Go says, don't mistake that kindness for weakness. And he's like, you know, kind of like with the Drake shit. And I don't believe these are the words of Brandon Jennings and not the words of We Love Hip Hop or Friday Ricky Dread. But he was like, yo, if you go back, and, you know, now I'm paraphrasing, these niggas, he came out with like that. Drake was like, okay, this is easy work, right? And then the nigga boomed him. And when he boomed him, he came out with the Heart Part 6. That's all I'm saying. So, I don't know. Is that a fair assessment of Canadians? I'm asking you guys. I created a poll right here. I said, is Brandon Jennings right about Canadians? So basically the question I'm asking is Brandon Jennings right about Canadians being you soft? You soft, nigga. All right? You a Teletubby ass nigga. You a Care Bear.
What he say?
You Canadian Care Bear ass niggas.
Hey, just
said he had a gun with him.
Seen him, right? Hey, just keep me out of it, man. That's all I ask, man. I ain't saying nothing about nobody. This time.
They don't know what you're talking about, man.
No, we ain't gonna give him no light neither.
I mean, it's not. I mean, like I said, I said what it was. Like, you know, at the end of the day, me and Drake, we went way back. You know, he felt offended by what I said and how I said it. I told him how I felt, and that's that. Still gonna support him. Like I said, look, he was supporting me, I was supporting him. Boom.
Okay. Well, putting this situation aside, let's just go back to 2016. You see Drake on stage wearing a Brandon Jennings, New York Knickerbockers basketball jersey.
Yeah. I had just got traded to the Knicks too during that time, and that performance was actually in Madison Square Garden, so they had my jerseys, and you know.
Did you get tickets to that?
No, I wasn't in town.
Okay. So you weren't even in town. And
I mean, you know, a lot of things like, you know, people see Tough Crowd. I don't be around. You see it though. So I'm still relevant. I got a lot of support.
I see a lot in Milwaukee.
Yeah, you soft ass Canadian.
I got a lot of support.
Very supportive of Tough Crowd, the Tough Crowd movement.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your Tough Crowd as well.
Oh yeah, that's pretty dope seeing the guard with the jersey on, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I'm a nobody though.
They're getting at him, but on some low key shit. It's pretty dope seeing him with the jersey though, right? It's nice, right? It's nice.
For these kids, like,
well, for those who've watched documentaries recently,
you know what I'm talking about?
they may notice.
Hope to God.
IMDb updated. All right, well, we've addressed it.
Cool though, right? That's what's up, though, y'all.
I mean, you know, we well back. So his brother love, you know.
No, he's watching.
Slap boxing.
He watching.
Yeah.
Right now. He's watching right now.
It's slap boxing.
He's watching right now. He's trying to approve or disapprove of what's going on.
Do you guys anticipate any Gills Arena lyrics? Ooh. And any future Drake songs?
He ain't gonna come at me. I'm safe.
You safe?
I'm safe.
Why you safe? How you safe out of everybody?
Hold on, let me read this comment here. Heck, as an American, I didn't think y'all were soft, but the trolling from Drake really took at his age, or the 5 trolling. I'm not saying it to mean, but it takes trolling to a new level. Bloover. I'm not trying to incite no violence, but like that might be a W comment. And salute to you also, McCann. Yo, well, bring that comment back up again. Drake got to punch somebody to get some real respect. Again, I'm not trying to incite no violence, gang. But he might have to snuff a nigga, bro. Like, for real. Like, just catch one video of Drake just stiff-arming a nigga, uppercutting a nigga and busting up a jar or something, you know what I'm saying? Just one. Maybe putting a nigga in a freaking full Nelson. Right? Sleeper hold. Go to sleep, bitch. Just one. One video like, yo, Chubbs, no. You back up. I got this, nigga. Wapow! And then all the talk is done. I'm not trying to incite no violence. We don't want Drake going out here getting his hands dirty, all that type shit. But like, I'm just not mad at the comment right there. You feel me? Anyway, you know what? Listen, don't even listen to me. The lawsuit would be crazy. Yo, whoever gets snuffed by Drake, oh my God. They're suing this nigga for at least $5 million. I'm saying, like, me personally, differently. Drake, you snuff me and I catch a broken jaw, bro, I'm hitting you for $10 million. So yeah, that might not be a good idea. Don't listen to Friday. Okay? He don't got close to the same amount of money as you. His decision-making process is different. Let's continue the clip. Let me shut the hell up.
I believe swag is related to the boogeyman.
Oh, the boogeyman. Oh, shit.
That is family. You also have family in Milwaukee. That
Brandon safe too though, because he was there. He know the mom and dad.
Milwaukee.
At the party.
Oh yeah. Everybody. That's what I said. We know them. We cool.
Well, it's just basketball.
Just come to the golf event February. Hit the golf ball.
Can we get a Canadian for some SGA Dylan Brooks?
Of course.
Drake.
Of course.
And Brian Adams. One of my favorite singers of all time.
No, well, I'm getting phone calls about B. I'm like, yo, man, like, listen, hey, they called me at 8 o'clock this morning. Hey, man, tell that nigga Brandon Jennings, man. Like, I'm like, yo.
Man, at the end of the day, man, this whole era is soft. Next month, there's gonna be somebody playing.
It's not just the Canadians. All you niggas is soft.
And bad. We're gonna call them soft. We're gonna call,
I imagine when you say soft, is it with a lowercase or capital T?
No, it's go ahead. Ken.
You got it.
Capital
SOF capital.
Damn.
Soft.
Oh, it could be lowercase.
Talking about you heard. I called you soft. I ain't even spell it for you. SOF capital.
Well, we hope
put 2 F's on it. Soft.
This situation, obviously, we know you and Drake still have a lot of love for each other. This situation aside, Mr. B, you are on this couch with the rest of this crew. You do give takes and opinions about basketball based on
it all up for taking it all that air.
Yeah.
Put it all up.
You said what you said. You're standing 10 toes down on it.
Yeah, I mean, that don't mean I'm right, but if I have to, change my words later, I will. Right now, 10 toes.
Standing on business, soft ass Canadian ass niggas.
On this lovely carpet. Here at Gills Arena, presented by Underdog.
Shay do need to do more though. He do.
Okay, so
Shay does need to do more. I feel like he got comfortable with letting everybody else shoot, everybody on the team get a chance to.
All right. I'm gonna start inciting violence. I put it in the poll. I asked the question. I said, is Brandon Jennings right about Canadians? 25% of y'all are saying yes, and 75% are saying no. I said in the beginning of this, before I played this video, that you guys are not going to be so happy with my takes. The Canadian part of the audience, which is a big percentage of the audience. But I got to say, he might be a little right. I'm not saying individually mans are soft. A man is a man is a man. Okay? All right? I'm not gonna go up to some man's down, at Scarborough Town Center or friggin' go to Jaden Finch or some shit and be like, yo, you soft. Brandon Jennings said Canadians are soft, and I believe him. You soft. Niggas might shoot you, right? But statistically, if you're gonna talk about Toronto, which is the highest populated city in the whole country, we had. And listen, again, I'm not trying to ask for more violence. I want the violence to even go less. But there was 38 murders last year, 38 homicides. Okay? Y'all niggas don't have to be acting like you're the super craziest, hardest gangsters anymore. Like, the jig is up, fam. And when the shit is high, it be hitting like 100. And we're talking about for Toronto proper, the Toronto itself, we got like 3, almost 4 million people. And if you take the whole GTHA, that's like 6 mil. So if you take the whole GTHA and put all of the M's together, we probably talking about maybe 70. Juicy Hamburger says murders don't mean you tough. I know. But if you're coming from where he's coming from and he's talking about Milwaukee and all these different places, he might be like, y'all niggas ain't ready for that action for real. And again, I'm not saying as a whole, like individually, everybody has their own toughness. But if we're talking about statistically, niggas ain't looking at Canada like a tough city. Right? GTHA has 8 million now. And salute the hip hop hoops. Like, y'all niggas might be a little bit more educated on the whole basketball thing of the matter. So maybe there's an extra layer that I'm not understanding here. But like, are they trying to say when they see SGA on road that they could just press him no problem? On the basketball court, like, yo, when they give him a little bit too much of an elbow, he tumbles to the ground. Oh, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to call niggas individually soft, but statistically, in comparison to Brandon from Cali, thank you. See, that might be a little bit of an extra layer. That's why he had mentioned the Kendrick shit. I might need to get some experts on this. Yo, Hip Hop Hoops, you got a minute? Check your DMs. I'm gonna send you something from my Friday Ricky Dread page. I'm gonna send you the link. Hold on, let me find y'all page here. Here we go. Why does it say community services? I just sent something to Hip Hop Hoops Community Services. I'm gonna find y'all page and join the live for a second, man. Because see, y'all just gave me some information I did not know about. I didn't know the man was from LA. That might be the reason why he's dissing this nigga. Boom. Actually, I sent it to the other page too. If you have time. Okay. Yeah. Damn, nigga. But if you're ready to take LA and let's see if we can find this. It's the only Gilbert Arenas likes Drake on that pod. I'm not tapped in. I keep, it's too late in my life now to start becoming the sports guy. You feel me? But Hip Hop Hoops, I sent you a DM with the link to the thing here. Let's see what the Los Angeles murder rate was for 2025. Homicides. And I know somebody said in the chat, homicides don't make you tough or whatever, but like, it helps to really shape the landscape of what city's more dangerous. You feel me? It's not so bad as far as I guess in past years what I've heard of. 230 homicides for 2025. All right. And I know they have way more people. Like, they got a way bigger population. I think it's like 13 million population of Los Angeles. All right, let's get hip hop hoops in here. Let's get a little more educated opinion in here.
What's good, brother?
What's going on, fam?
I'm here.
Can you give me a little bit more history on this Brandon Jennings Drake beef? Is there something that I'm missing of why?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give it to you.
He might be taking sneak shots.
No, so it's weird, right? Brandon Jennings. So I don't know if you remember the OVO bounce tournament that used to happen a few years ago, right? So we used to have teams in there, right? We used to have our One Love TO team. We used to have our OVO team, where Nico and those guys were a part of it. John Carlo, T-Rex, all those guys, right? And we used to play on those teams. And Brandon Jennings used to come every single year. I'm just driving, so that's why my phone is like this. So I just came from working out, so my bad. But
hold on, let me put a sound effect in there. Really? He used to come down here every year.
He used to play I got the pictures. I was just posting the pictures the other day. I just posted those pictures yesterday. All those pictures with him throwing up the OVO sign with the OVO chain on. Niggas used to rock with him crazy.
Oh, he had the chain.
He had the chain on. That's what I don't know if you've seen Drake's when he posted in his story, because I sent something to Nico like, yo, what the fuck's wrong with your boy? Like, what? Why is he on that? Because there's a few times on the Gilbert Arena show where niggas was taking a shot at the boy and he just ain't saying nothing. So I was like, why he not defending the nigga? Like, why he not saying nothing? He just was blank. And I'm like, bro, this guy's been here. Like, you played on the OVO team.
On the OVO bounce team.
On the OVO bounce team. You were there. You were close, mad close with Nico and the boy and all those guys. Like, I was there. I seen it all, right? So this is why guys were offended. So when you're saying something like this about Shay, where he could have made that statement and didn't have to say anything about the boy, like make a reference like that. That's what was weird, right? He could have just said what he said if he felt, because the whole thing started with Shay and the team was like they won 6 games or they lost 6 out of the last 12 games. So they were like, well, Shay's, he was mentioning like, the stereotype that Canadian basketball players have. Like, usually if you press up on them, then they'll fold. But everybody...
hold on. Stop there for a second.
Go ahead.
Is this a Brandon Jennings talks, or is this a stereotype about Canadians beyond Brandon Jennings? Like how other people have said this.
So I'm gonna be honest with you, Friday. It was a stereotype about Canadians a while back when niggas was hooping. We had this stereotype that we were soft, that we were laid back, we were soft. But once we started entering and playing down south and going to America and hooping in all of the tournaments and going to prep school, myself, I went to prep school in North Carolina, the same prep school as Tracy McGrady went to. Niggas, we weren't soft. We were playing with those niggas, the same niggas. So it's not a thing anymore, right? So everybody was like, bro, why would you say that? Like, niggas is not like that. We have like 30 Canadians in the league. Like, Shea is one of the best players in the NBA. He's the MVP. He's averaged 30 points in the last 4 years. That's a weird statement to say that he's soft. It's just weird. You know what I mean? Like, why would you say that? But then the Kendrick reference after that, it's like when Kendrick hit Drake, boom. It's like, we're like, whoa, what? Like, what? Like, where'd that come from? Like, that was weird. So
see, you brought a little bit more clarity to it, though.
And Brandon is from LA. Brandon's LA. He's from LA. He's from LA. Yeah.
But maybe he's picked a side. Maybe there have had some. He said he just spoke to Drake recently after the post.
Yeah, he said he was in his DMs and shit like that. But
but something went wrong for him to just start getting at, because he tried to get at Canadians, but he used Drake as a way to get at. He used Canadians as a way to get at Drake.
Exactly. And honestly, I had some conversations with Nico and stuff like that. I won't say it now. There were private conversations. It's deeper. It's deeper. I don't want to. Nico's my guy, so I don't want to disrespect him and shit by sharing the DMs of what we had. But you know, when I seen that, I sent it to Nico, and then you know, Drake got a hold of it. So I'm not saying my DM is what erupted the whole thing, but yeah.
But your
it was
DM
crazy.
erupted the whole thing.
I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to say that. You know what I mean? I want to be respectable to Nico and those guys. That's my guy, right? Nico's my guy. So, you know, but it's deeper. Just put it that way, because that's weird. You didn't have to make that reference to the Drake reference. You could have kept it all hoops. It's a basketball. It's a basketball podcast, right? So why are you bringing up Drake? And then there was just times where in the Gilbert Arenas show, those guys were killing Drake. They were killing the boy, and Brandon said nothing. Like he said absolutely nothing. And if you look at some of the old pictures, I have team photos on my old personal Instagram where Brandon Jennings is there when we won the championship. Like I have him. He played on our team. He had the OVO chain, the owl. He was throwing up the OVO, the old school, when the fingers are upside down. Like it looked like they were signs. Got pictures of that.
Bro,
so
you just added so many layers to it. This guy sounds like a super trader right now, like a switch sider.
Trust me, trust me. I wish I could say more to you, brother, but you know, I'm gonna be respectful to everybody. So
he got his chain took. Somebody's saying in the chat right now, salute to Juicy Hamburger. Did he get his chain took? Is that facts?
I don't know about that. I can't say anything to that. But he was. It's not like he did this for 1 year, Friday. He was doing this for like 4 or 5 years straight. He was coming to the city of Toronto. He was coming to the city of Toronto. He was playing the OVO bounce like every year. Like he was playing. Like he didn't play on no other team. He played on the OVO team. So this is another little thing too, is because that's when they said when he took his shirt off and he threw it. That's when they said Top 5 took his shirt and he put it on. I don't know if you heard that story.
Yes, it was a
Brandon
Jennings.
It was a Brandon Jennings shirt. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's because I remember I used to see Top 5 there and he had no shirt on. I remember that. I remember him as a young kid. I used to see him and he used to walk around and he had no shirt on.
Yo, that brings everything full circle, full circle.
It brings everything full circle, bro. It does. So yeah. I see you talking about it, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta talk to him and let him know about like what's real. That's the real shit. Anybody will tell you. I got all that shit documented."
For the audience, this is the homie from Hip Hop Hoops, man.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Hip Hop Hoops. They're out here giving great takes on sports and hip hop. All right, so y'all gotta go tap into them because like. I could only do so much. There's only so much knowledge that I have. I have zero sports knowledge. So I'm just reacting to these guys beefing. You had to come in here and just give me all of the extra layers, bro.
Listen, man, you're doing a great job, Friday. We tapping with you. I always listen to you when it comes to hip hop, man. You're the lead guy in this city for this shit. So we tap in and we get content from you when you're doing the shit. So, you know, keep doing your thing, man. I want to shout out to my brother Woods, from my partner from Hip Hop Hoops, you know, but we got to set this record straight, man. So I hope that helps a little bit with you guys, man.
No, thank you, brother. And we got to tap in soon. I'll hit you up behind the scenes. We're going to get a Hip Hop Hoops, We Love Hip Hop collabo going on just now.
Oh, yeah. We have to, brother. We have to. 100%, man. Keep doing your thing Friday, man. Appreciate you, brother.
No, appreciate you, brother. Peace.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace. Yo, big salute to Hip Hop Hoops, man. Woo! Let me pull up their page so y'all can see. These guys, they know what go on in the sports world, right? So it makes it. They have way more information than I'm able to give to you guys. You know what I'm saying? I got the page up right here. Hip Hop Hoops. All right, go tap in. Go follow their page. Go tap in there on Apple Podcast. They're all over the place for listening platforms as well. And they talk about this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They talk about basketball, everything.
So let's talk about Dylan Brooks. He played against LeBron last week, and I guess he had like 33. LeBron didn't play well that game, and Phoenix Suns beat the Lakers, right? So we've seen something happen where you had Gilbert Arenas came on, and he was like, he wanted to thank his trainer, Tyndale.
David Tyndale.
So David Tyndale price going up.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Is going up.
Right. So if you guys want to get like some people who are knowledgeable on sports, right? You're not going to get it from the We Love Hip Hop podcast. Not yet. I'm going to find some sports guys soon, but I don't have them yet. But tap into Hip Hop Hoops. They've got all of your sports needs covered. All right. But yeah, and salute to Drake, man. I might have to take back some of my take a little bit too. Again, I'm not going to take it back completely. Statistically, I can see where the average American might feel that Canada's soft. But the way Brandon Jennings is going at it, I don't know. He might be trying to rage bait, not maybe us only, but he's trying to rage bait Drake. All right. So no salutes to Brandon Jennings, salute to Drizzy Drake. Y'all keep doing your thing. Actually staying on Drake because he has been talking about the Iceman album. I don't know. Maybe we might get, what time is it right now? It's about 7:47. We might get a Iceman 4 stream, hopefully. You never know. But they've been kind of busy on, was it on his Instagram page that he posted this shit? Let me see. Let me see if I can find I got all my links over here. One day I'm going to show you guys all of my links that I have that I pull my information from. I think I might have already done that, but let me show you guys something here. So this is on the plot twist page. Classic loading. We were talking about it on the podcast the other day. Like, well, where's the Iceman album? Like, what's going on, bro? What are we doing right now? We've been waiting on this shit probably about a year. Maybe I should just start a poll also over here while I'm having my conversation about this. Because there's been some talks, right? Iceman, let's ask this. Will Iceman drop before February? Let's do that. Okay. And if you continue on this plot twist page, here's the thing. They released the song, the National Treasure song, but when I went to go check for it, bang, that's what I saw. All right. Sound effects, please. Right. You can find it on Reddit. If you go on Reddit, it's still up there. Maybe. And listen, when I do find this on Reddit, I repeat, I will not be playing it. Because I got a big strike for that song. And I think only now I got rid of the strike. Is it around here? Right here. Drake National Treasure. Yeah. Cleaned up, nice version. I might have to download this because if they've already taken it off of Twitter, then I don't know. But this is also signs that I think the album is ready to go. All right. I never actually really took a look through this page here. They're dissing A$AP Rocky in this post here. Mid again. But yeah, we might be getting this Iceman album sooner than we think. Now, I asked in the poll over here, and I'm not going to spend super long on this, right? Will we get Iceman before February? Only 25% of y'all are saying yes? That's crazy. Are we overhyping this at this point? Like, I'm always here for an album from Drake, but if you take too long to drop something and you keep on announcing, yo, Iceman on the way, Iceman is coming soon, yo, It's going to be crazy. It's just going to be a classic. Sometimes you can build too much anticipation. You feel me? So the longer it takes before the shit drops, niggas is going to expect like the super duper extra crazy classic for the amount of time that they waited for it. And I'm not saying that it's going to be mid, but if it's just great, not amazing, it's just great, good Drake music, niggas is going to be like, this is what I waited so long for? Right? Just my opinion. Also, if it becomes a Iceman coming soon, Iceman, yo, it's on the way, it's almost done, we might start thinking about the shit like the Detox, bro. Okay, I'm not trying to rush greatness, all right? I'm not trying to be one of those guys like, yo, just drop this shit, yo, whatever you got, just drop that. But after a year and change, there's no way that you guys don't have the bangers that you need to be able to move forward with the release process of this album, fam. I got to say, we're like right now, January 9th. Juicy Hammer says probably dropping February. I ain't waiting till February, bro. That shit needs to drop like next week, fam. And not even on some, oh, you're a Drake Glazer, yo, just wait. Nah, bro. It's just going to look crazy if week after week, we're not even getting a release date on this shit, bro. New single? Nah, Jordan. Niggas is trying to shit on every single that he has, even though it's hot music, right? The internet has become a nasty place for Drake. So he has to lean on his real fans, and his real fans will go peep the album. These niggas will take a fire song, post it up on Twitter and be like, meh, mid, meh. So I ain't even trying to, if I'm Drake, I'm not even trying to hear that anymore, bro. What do y'all think of the album, B? And I said this on the podcast a few weeks ago, and I'll say it again. Then after that, we probably are going to see way less Drake albums. Especially if this contractually is the last album that he needs to have before he gets off of his deal with the Republic. After that, he's probably going to slow down his output. This is just me speculating. Now I'm in heavy speculation land, but I don't think I'm speculating too crazy. But in these days and times, with his age, what is he, 39 now? Next year, he's going to be 40 years old. Not to say that he's not going to be dropping music. He's not going to be dropping albums. But at the clip that he was dropping at Once Upon a Time, when he got that $400 million deal and he was dropping 2 albums a year and all type of crazy shit, like, nah, B. This is a signs that we're already at the time where Drake is only going to maybe drop 1 album every 2 years. If that. Right? I don't think he should retire, but I think if I'm him and I get to a certain point, I've already achieved everything that I need to achieve in the game. The longer that you hang around, and I'm not saying retire, I'm saying the longer that you're like trying to be the guy at the top spot all the time, the easier it is for people to try to take you off of that top spot. The more people that are going to continuously be trying to take you off of that top spot. And this ain't 2016 anymore. This ain't 2013 anymore, where we have Drake at maximum full power energy to take on anybody who tries to take him off the top. Nah, bro, we're in a different time now. We're in 2026. We're in the trolling internet era where like people just like to hate on shit just to hate on shit. And niggas don't respect albums, B. So you're putting all this work in for a generation of people who don't respect albums no more. And not just Drake. Everybody, like mad niggas putting all this work on the new album on the way. You know what I'm saying? Then the album drops. Niggas talk about it for like the first 3-4 days. They check to see what the first week's sale is so that they can say, oh, this is how much they sold in the first week. So they can clown it. Most of the time, it's not so they can be like, oh, shit, he sold 400,000 in the first week. Kudos to him. They're looking to see the nigga drop and do 10,000 first week to be like, see, niggas, fries in the bag, nigga, ha, ha, ha. It's better for engagement. So you're fighting against a world now in these days and times that ain't 2010. Again, I'm not saying pack it up, but don't give it the same approach that you might have given it over the last 15, 13 years, where you're just like hitting these niggas with music, blessing your audience with like album after album. Like, nah, bro, don't give these niggas that shit no more, bro. Give them one album every 2 years, couple of singles during the year. If you like that, you don't like it, whatever. I'm rich. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to prove nothing to these niggas no more, bro. You've done everything you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't be one of those guys like where they got to take you out the game. Somebody said earlier in the chat, gracefully bow out, but without bowing out. Like, just like, I'm going to just slow down a little bit on you niggas. You feel me? Trust me. That's just my word of advice as far as that. Right? And salute to Pressa, because I'm sure he's happy that the song is out, but I'm sure he's not neither, bro. Because shit, the song is supposed to be out, but it's not. It's getting copywritten. So maybe they have a plan to actually release it. But bruv, if I'm Pressa, I'd like to have that song on streaming platforms so I too can benefit from the income that comes in off of having a song with Drake and the millions and millions of streams that it's going to get. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. This nigga got 2 Maz out there, and I can't get this National Treasure fire out here? What are we doing, B? Stop this, Young Money. About Drake didn't even drop that song. That's the plot twist page. I'm sure Drake is not the one who's uploading to the plot twist page. But he know. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, that's what you did? Niggas showed him, yo. Or they might have been like, yo, let's get this song out here. Put it in a plot twist Twitter and see what happens. You saying it's a fan page? The Twitter one? Interesting. You know what? You might be right. I ain't going to act like I know everything over here. You might be right, because I know that they control, or they were saying, quote unquote, that Drake controls the Instagram page. But when I went over to the Instagram page, I didn't see no post about National Treasure. I'm not going to lie. That song is in limbo right now, bro. Low key, if I'm Pressa, I'd be pissed right now. Like, fam, drop the tune, bro. Walk one. There's no signs of National Treasure over here. Let me double check something, and then we're going to move on to our next story, because they always have the 100 gigs thing in the the 100 gigs link is not even working. That's crazy. One second. Yeah, the 100 gigs is not even working, yo. Like the link in the bio right there. So who knows? Who knows? We'll keep you posted. Big salute to Drizzy Drake. Iceman on the way, I guess. Maybe. Hopefully. I wanted to show you guys something also stemming off of this Drake stuff. Is the Savannah James interview. Okay, she finally addressed the LeBron the rumors of LeBron James coming to Toronto Carabanas, having a plethora of Toronto galdem catties. All right, apparently everybody's allowed to use these podcast mics. Because you know how they're like, yo, they need to make podcast mics more expensive. Savannah James got a podcast, gang. We out here now, okay? It is what it is. All right, first Akash Singh, or what's her name, Jasmine Singh, and now Savannah James. I'm going to play a small clip, and then we're going to play the extended clip.
I had to go do all the cheap fun shit. All of it. Vegas, Miami,
I went
New
to those
York.
places. Yeah.
Oh, Toronto. Toronto got beautiful women, guys. I mean, Not that I like women, but this is going wrong. I just think the women in Toronto are really pretty. You're fired. You're fired from the podcast. What I do? You know what you did. Oh my God. Work my nerves.
So I have the more extended version of this because I had to go do a quick little research. Like, what we'll be talking about over here, fam. And I feel like we broke the story. Academics broke the story even a little bit more because he's got way more audience, obviously. But they got their own podcast called Everybody's Crazy. I don't know who this next lady is here. Let me see. Everybody's Crazy with April and Savannah. All right. This week we try. This week is a travel episode, but of course it starts with dating because the same way you plan a trip is the same way you should plan your peace. April and Savannah talk about dating, how dating has shifted, and why it should be approached, why it should be approachable. Open this a little bit more. And there's no excuses to sneakiness, lies, or getting used. If it's messy, drop it. Let's go.
You got to go do all the cheap fun shit. All of it. Vegas, Miami,
I went
New
to those
York.
places. Yeah.
Oh, Toronto. Toronto got beautiful women, guys. I mean, not that I like women, but this is going wrong. I just think the women in Toronto are really pretty. You're fired. You're fired from the podcast. What I do? You know what you did. Oh my God. Work my nerves. Oh, you know, I love Houston. Savannah don't like Houston. I love
Girl
Houston.
likes Houston.
Let me ask you guys a question. I put up in the poll here. Does she know about Lebron told? Does she know about his activities? It's, you know, maybe it's just like you get a pass. When you come to Toronto, do whatever you want to do. Just don't let it get up on the blogs. They got a nice little set over here.
Work my nerves. Oh, you know, I love Houston. Fired from the podcast. Not that I like women, but this is going wrong. I just think the women in Toronto are really pretty. You're fired. You're fired from the podcast. What I do? You know what you did. Oh my God. Work my nerves. Oh, you know, I love Houston. Savannah don't like Houston. I love
Girl
Houston.
likes Houston.
I do like Houston. You liked Montreal. I've never been.
No, Vancouver.
Vancouver.
I enjoy Vancouver a lot.
Yeah, I haven't been there. So, I mean, I feel like you got to hit up the U.S. and then you have to move international.
Question.
Yes.
Where in the U.S. do you feel like it's like one of those looked over places that you would like to go?
I really was pleasantly surprised with the Grand Canyon.
Oh, okay.
I
Never
wanted
been to
to
the Grand
see.
Canyon.
Yes, it was awesome.
All right, good to know.
Salute to Hip Hop Hoops in the chat over here. Is she mad because right now she's playing it off? All right? But I don't know. Yo, that's a crazy list right there. Jada Pinkett Smith, Akash Singh's wife, Steph Curry's wife. It never ends well. They might need to do something about this podcast mic. As somebody who's like using a podcast mic right now, and I know some people probably say sometimes about my mic, like, yo, they may need to take Friday's mic away, make them shits more expensive, yo. But they might need to do something about this, man. There might need to be like some kind of a license that you need to have if you want to do a podcast. And if you can't pass all of the tests, like, you can't have a podcast then. Okay? It's not enough just to go get the microphones anymore. You can go get the mics and all that, right? But if you can't pass the podcast, like a driving test, like going to Service Ontario or whatever, like if you can't pass the podcast test, then you can't play. Okay, you can't go out there and start giving your takes. No, we don't want, maybe some of the testing might be certain takes, or, are you some famous person's wife or something like that? Like, I don't know. I'm sounding hella misogynistic right now, like with this shit, but like, bruv, not everybody needs to have the mics, fam. Okay. Right now, this is tame. We're okay. LeBron's okay. We're going to leave this segment alone. LeBron's okay. This is not something crazy. I haven't watched the whole episode. I don't really think I'm going to be watching the whole episode for research purposes. But right now, we're in the clear. But I feel like a Jasmine Singh type of episode on the way, where she just starts talking crazy about Bron and just makes him look wild. So, like, to be continued. Okay. We'll check back in. Maybe Myron Gaines will be the one who blows up the story again. Okay. And then we'll just follow up. But I just feel like something's brewing. Something that this is an appetite for this is like a recipe for destruction right here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I said, we'll keep you tapped in. Salute to all parties involved. I wanted to do a quick update on the El Plaga case. Okay. El Plaga, Scarborough rapper, he's been dealing with a murder case where they're saying that he's responsible for the unaliving of 2 women at a birthday party about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago now. Okay, there has been a recent post. They're right now going through the trial. And his trial, I think they're like a month and a half into this trial. Like, this trial has been going on for a minute. Let me see if I can go and find the actually, I might already have it loaded up. I do already have it loaded up. I'm gonna go and see if I can find the article, because there's an article that's available on the Kitchener newspaper. I forget the name of the newspaper itself, but I had to go pull up the article via Reddit. And the problem is, bro, I ain't reading all of this shit. So I'm going to pull everything up on an app called Speechly. So let's go back to Reddit. Let me see if I can find the article over here, because it was recent that they just posted it. Let's go through these Reddit screens and find this El Plaga story. They've been going crazy dissing mans on this page here. I'll do this. Give me a second, gang, because I had it pulled up before, but I'm gonna have to go through my history and pull it up again. My bad, gang. Right before I started the freaking podcast, I had a friggin' my internet went out, so I lost a lot of the shit. But I'll pull it back up. Let me just go through my history quick fast. Because I pulled up a bunch of shit. El Plaga. Give me a second, gang. I'll find it. Here we go. Okay, so let's pull this up on the screen. Read it and weep. Yeah, I ain't reading all of this shit, bro. So now his defense has started to get into what they got to do. And, the prosecution or the Crown has given their testimonies or given their side of the case. And now the defense is trying to put the blame on the person who owns the house. They're saying he is the one who actually pulled the trigger. Okay. The guy who owns the house, and if I could pull up his name over here, last name Barnett, but let me see if I can find his first name. This guy, they're saying that when this guy left the house, he turned off his phone, a bunch of weird shit he did afterwards. So like people were not able to get in contact with him. And then he turned his phone back on, and he ended up getting a little bit of a case, but he's back out on bail. But it's just it's not adding up. You know what I'm saying? And they've been trying to put this on El Plaga through this whole time. So let me see if I can find this. Allow while visiting site. Okay, so I'm gonna go and pull up Speechify here, and Speechify is gonna take us through this article about what's going on with El Plaga, and salute to all parties involved. R.I.P. to them two young ladies right there, that passed away. Basically, they were found dead like after the party was done, both in like different rooms of the house. Okay, so my bad. Let's pull up the Speechify app that I have over here and save us the botched Friday Ricky Dread reading. Maybe I can change it to Snoop Dogg or somebody. Oh, the Snoop Dogg is locked. Anyhow, let's do it. You guys are not getting no sound? Hey, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Okay, I'll do what I gotta do. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. Let's pull up the actual article over here. Okay, so partygoer Christopher Lucas, who has pled not guilty to 2 counts of second-degree murder in connection with the death of Christine Crooks, 18, of Toronto, and 20-year-old Juliana Pananzio of Windsor. Okay, the man who was the guest of honor at the party held a short-term rental in Fort Erie, where the 2 young women were shot and returned to the witness stand for a double murder trial, but at the time as a witness for the defense. Trevor Barnett, a 33-year-old resident of Scarborough, had previously testified at the trial of Christopher Lucas, who was charged with 2 counts of the first-degree murder. So he previously was testifying in helping El Plaga, and El Plaga is Christopher Lucas. Okay, Barnett said that both Christine Crooks, 18 of Toronto, and Pananzio were alive when he left the birthday party in Fort Erie on January 19th of 2021. He admitted that he deactivated the cell phone and took steps to return the vehicle that he had driven to the party and instructed other attendees on what to say to police. He also got rid of his handgun that he possessed at the time. Last month, 7 weeks into the trial, the Center of Forensic Sciences concluded cartridges, casings from the handgun seized during the traffic stop in East Gwillimbury in August of 2022 matched the casings recovered from the Fort Erie murder scene. Hold on, I need a little sound. Let's continue. Where are we at? Okay. Okay. The .40 caliber Glock had sat in the York Regional Police evidence lockup for more than 3 years before being examined. The man arrested in connection with the traffic stop is associated with both Barnett and Lucas. All right, so somebody else had gotten arrested, and the gun, they said, has the same casings of what was found in Fort Erie, and it wasn't any of these 2 guys. That's crazy. In the Superior Court of Justice in Welland on Wednesday, the first day of the defense's case, lawyer John Blasibla told the jury and defense typically gives away a preview of evidence that intends to call. Regretfully, we can't. This is not a usual case. The Glock firearm came from an evidentiary horizon in December of this year, 2025. The Crown theory is Lucas pulled the trigger at a large gathering to celebrate Barnett's 29th birthday. Our position on Trevor Barnett is the shooter. The lawyer told the 6-man and 6-woman jury. Barnett was originally charged with 2 counts of murder in relation to the homicides. Those charges were dropped following the preliminary hearing after the judge ruled that there was not enough evidence to prove that he was party to the murders. In October of 2024, he was sentenced to time served following the probation of 2 years after he pleaded guilty to charges of obstructing of justice. On Wednesday, Barnett testified that many people he associates with carry firearms. Coming from where I come from, it's normal to protect yourself, he said. You could be here today and gone tomorrow. Everybody and their moms have a gun. All right. So this is homie on the stand right now testifying like they ain't me. He said it was relatively easy to obtain a firearm in Toronto, and the weapons are often rotated throughout the community. Handguns are regularly traded for other firearms and lent out to other individuals. He said that he did have a handgun at the time of the shooting, but he did not bring it into the house party because Fort Erie was so far away. He could not recall the type of gun it was. After the shooting, he got rid of the gun because he knew police would be interested in everyone who was at the waterfront home at the that night. He said that he passed his gun to someone in the neighborhood, but refused to name the recipient. He told the court that he had 20 to 25 firearms over the years. Damn. And that he was and his associates preferred Glock handguns. People want to roll with what the police have. Go for the best. We went through everything before we got the Glock money. Bro, this is crazy. Well, let's continue. Asked if the handgun was used in a double homicide, Barnett said, "I don't know what handgun was used in the murder of those women." Barnett had previous weapons-related convictions and was subject to 2 lifetime firearms bans. So damn, this guy still had a gun with 2 lifetime firearms bans. Courts heard Crooks and had been invited to the party by Lucas, who is El Plaga, then 22 years Toronto rapper known by the stage name of El Plaga, like I just said. Pananzio's only connection to the gathering was through Crooks. And I think that's about it. So that's where we are so far. Okay, they're trying to put it back on this guy Barnett, who the party was held for, the birthday boy. They're saying that he was, or the defense is saying that he is responsible for those 2 young women being murdered. I don't know, man. This is a wild case as far as like pointing fingers at each other. What do y'all think, gang, before we get off of this segment? 1 in the chat if you think El Plaga is going to beat this case. 2 in the chat if he's cooked, yo. Because even like the pictures that they've used of El Plaga in past, anytime that he's spoken about this article. Let me see if I can find something. El Plaga. Anytime they've spoken about El Plaga in the past, they use this picture. Like, God damn. So people are already looking at it like, yo, this guy looks like some kind of crazy mass murdering gangster rapper, right? Let me see what y'all saying in the chat over here. A lot of people are putting 1s. I got to agree with the people who are putting 1s in here. Because a lot of these cases, it looks like the person is cooked from when they start presenting, when the Crown starts presenting their evidence. You feel me? But once we start getting to the defense, and if he does have a good lawyer from what I've been seeing from me keeping track of this case, it seems like he has a good lawyer. He might beat the case. Now, if he does beat the case, I don't know if they're going to say that it's the Barnett guy who's actually guilty of the murders, but he can beat the case and they can still be looking for who the shooter really was, right? But because he invited Shorty to the party, I don't know, they might have to find motive. If they can find a real motive for him inviting this girl to the party, the girl inviting one of her girlfriends, and then this guy just shot both of them, you got to give me a better reason. You got to give me a better reason than, I don't know, he's just a Scarborough gangster rapper. You know what I'm saying? And they haven't just given that reason, but they haven't given us a motive to why he would just murder them 2 girls at the party, especially at a party. So, again, we're about 7 weeks into the trial. I'll keep you guys posted. Obviously, once they come to the conclusion of this trial, we'll be circling back again to get the results of this. But, yeah. Hold your head to all parties involved. I'm not going to say free up to anybody because you just never know these days and times. Like if mans are guilty, then it's not a free up thing. I'm not on that anymore. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, let's move on. Let me see how long we're in on the live right here. 2.5 hours. Okay, not so bad. Last week when I finished the live, and don't get me wrong, I don't mind doing long live streams, but like when I seen 5 hours, I was like, you're tripping, bro. You got shit to do. So I don't know what this is over here. I pulled this up on the screen for y'all to see. This is courtesy of 6 Entertainment. Salute to 6 Entertainment. Toronto goons are going viral for robbing an XO member's chain in Kitchener. All right. Let's play the video. See what these guys are saying. Was he gonna try to put the spliff on the chain? What are you doing? Brother. Can I read this again? Toronto goons are going viral for robbing XO members chain in Kitchener. Can we make sense of that? Toronto goons are going viral for robbing XO members in Kitchener. So let me see if I understand what happened here. Did the Toronto mans, the goons, buck a XO member in Kitchener and rob them in Kitchener? Or are Kitchener mans robbing each other for XO chains? Little fake XO chains, because that shit don't look real, bro. This is what I'm talking about with the goddamn internet, bro. These niggas just like, we're in this culture right now where everybody's just doing anything that they can to go viral. We don't even know mad XO members like that to know if they actually robbed an actual XO member. Right? Like, what are we really doing over here, bro? Welly96 wants to know, any OVO members robbed ever? Besides Drake? I don't know. You tell me. Y'all tell me. I don't really think anybody from OVO has ever been robbed, from my recollection. Nobody's ever had to give up the OVO chains. And I'll stand on, this is cap. I'm not going to spend long on this because I feel like this is a super cap story. I don't even think this chain's real, bro. And if it's real, like they found like a member of the crew who they blessed with the smallest chain that they could find. In comparison to the chains that I seen mans like Nav wearing and stuff like that, this might not be a loved member of the XO, if a member at all. So I'm going to call cap on this, okay? We'll leave this alone because I feel like it's super cap. Whoever this guy is, and he got his face showing too, so you know he's trying to get as much clout as he can from this. Toronto Demons allegedly stained XO member. Belly? You guys are making my brain hurt, man. Belly for his XO chain? Get out of here, bro. Belly probably hasn't been in Toronto in 5 to 10 years. All right, I eat that thing, yo. Salute to the XO guys, yo. All right, you guys are out here putting smut on your name. But yeah, I call cap. So there's a video that has been rolling around on a lot of these Toronto blog pages talking about the brown hate from white people. Okay. It's a video from Drake's old bodyguard, like the big burly white guy with the beard and stuff like that. He had gotten charged with something the other day because he got into a fight in the gym. Okay. Let me see if I can pull up the video over here. But for some reason, this video has been getting put on everybody's timeline. So let's hear what he has to say.
From people that have irrational fear. Toronto's like a melting pot of like bullshit. From people that have irrational fears of brown people. Like every white person in Toronto has an irrational fear of brown people. Like they're ruining everything. It's like, are they though? Like what's being done to you yourself? Nothing. Like you probably even never had a bad interaction with anyone of other race, like let alone brown people, but you're like, they're ruining it. It's like, okay, man, like don't be mad at at the people that are taking advantage of a system that's created by the system. The system is fucked up, and therefore people are taking advantage of it. Like, but you could too, and other people do as well, right? But it's like, no, it must be all this person's fault. It's like whatever narrative people want to spin that just like it grows like that broken telephone game when you're a kid. You're like saying one thing around a circle, and by the time it gets back, it's like completely the wrong fucking thing. Like it's not even what it started as. That's what it is with like social media and people online and projecting their ideas into the world.
Yeah.
I
don't think that white people are afraid of brown people. I think it's more the word, it might be a different word that needs to be used. I think it's more annoyed. It might be even hate. Okay. And people are going to call me a snowflake for this take right here. Maybe they might be afraid of the amount of different things that they've been able to achieve in a short space of time. They might be afraid of their own sovereignty as far as their jobs and being able to rise in the economy. Maybe that might be the fear. Okay. And he explained that as well. But like, as far as like when they see people over here, like, I think a lot of white people think they can beat the shit out of brown people. They might be wrong. They're probably wrong. But fear, yeah, it's not a fear thing. It's a hate thing. Okay. Listen, I'm even going to act like I'm innocent of getting annoyed at certain points, but I've actually I've weaned off of being annoyed by certain things. You know what I'm saying? I realize I'm a product of immigration myself, so I can't really be mad at people coming into our country if the government is allowing more people than usual. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's Indian people, that's also people that are coming in from Ghana, or people that be coming in from Barbados, or different places that I directly am involved with. You know what I'm saying? As far as like it's connected to me. So I can never have that whole, cut down the immigration. You know, Snoop the Puck Daddy, who's been on my show, we had a debate about it being zero. He was like, 0. And I was like, I don't know about 0. 0 is kind of crazy. And I'm going to take this and lead this into my next story as well. But I was like, 0s, you might be pushing it, homie. Right? Can I find that? Let's see if I could find my Puck Daddy interview. Big salute to Puck Daddy. He was just like, 0. We'll find that. Salute to Puck Daddy. Yeah, it's this video here. Yeah.
We love hip
Let me
hop.
ask you even, because we had a conversation on and to all my people, my Pakistani people,
God
Indian
bless,
people, right? That hasn't always been an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been people been coming here forever.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'll tell you what's amazing about this. I have Indian guys coming to me saying, I'm disgusted by the actions of these new immigrants coming from my country.
I'll play this part here. 0 immigration
0
is harsh,
bro. 0.
Because it was like, it's like $1 million a year, right?
But what would be cutting it down? What does cutting it down mean? Like,
I think they said 70%.
That's still not enough. It needs to be 0 until we can start taking care of our own. Once we start proving that we can take care of our people first, 0.
I don't know if we can do 0 immigration, Joe. I fuck with you, but 0 immigration is harsh, bro.
0. You want to know an example? Look at Poland. 0. They have 0 people coming in their country. They have 0 terror attacks. They have like less crime than anyone in the European. I make a valid point here.
Yeah, but 0 for how long? Like,
until we can take care of our own and start the government understanding that with the money that you send to Ukraine, you could be helping veterans on our street. You can be helping the mentally ill, not feed them drugs, but put them in a resource place, what gets them help and gets them off their feet again. Imagine what the billions of dollars we've sent overseas, what that could have done for this city alone. Come on, guys. We can only be so virtuous for so long. You want to be virtuous until you're in your deathbed? I don't think so. It's time to, call things how it is. Be honest. I know you guys are all thinking it. I know everybody is thinking it, but as you said earlier, with the losing of jobs, with the losing of opportunities, people, I get it. And that's why I felt it was my duty, put my ass on the line and do it. And hopefully people follow me in doing so.
Yeah, he says 0. Well, it's not going to be 0, but he might get his wish, because I just seen here, they're starting to say they're cutting off visas for parents. And let me pull up the Instagram post that I found this from. It's due to RTN. They said no more parents and no more grandparents. So Canada will no longer be accepting new immigration sponsorship applications for parents and grandparents. All right. It says Canada will announce that it will stop accepting new immigration sponsorship applications for parents and grandparents starting 2026. Immigration authorities will continue to process applications already submitted under previous intakes, but new permanent residency sponsorships will be accepted until further notice. So no new permanent residencies will be accepted until further notice. The decision is part of the broader effort to manage backlogs and adjust immigration levels. Right? Yo, look at the comments. God damn. Long overdue. This person put a paragraph. Honestly, I think this is one of the best decisions Canada ever could make. In many countries, immigration policies are designed to attract young, vibrant, economical, active. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't completely mad at this, bro. I'm not trying to diss, okay, because as I've, my parents or my mom has brought in older people into the country and stuff like this back in the days, sponsoring different people. It's they got to get here somehow, okay? Let me pull this up. So I'm going to pull this up because there's a video on this that would probably give a little bit more detail, and I'll give you guys my opinion after.
Oh. Hello, salam alaikum.
Ever since Ahmed Tilla became a permanent resident in 2019, he's been trying to bring his parents from the Philippines to come live with him in Canada.
I have no wife, no children. Basically, my parents and siblings are all I have in terms of family. So it would be a very strong incentive for me to have them join me here while they still physically can.
But those plans have been put on pause as the federal government announced it's no longer accepting sponsorship applications for parents and grandparents in 2026. The sponsorship program allows you to invite your parents or grandparents to become permanent residents in Canada. As a sponsor, you are responsible for providing them with housing and financial support. In 2024, Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada had an application target of 20,500 for this program. In 2025, the target was 10,000.
This is emotionally challenging. Kasi parents and grandparents, they're not temporary migrants. So they come to Canada with already a guaranteed housing, financial support from either their children or grandchildren, and then they play a vital role in family life, including childcare and elder support.
This is all part of Canada's plan to reduce new temporary and permanent residents. But Tilla believes targeting this program is only a quick fix.
As this involves, older people who are traditionally viewed as more healthcare resource intensive and less economically productive compared to younger people. So I think the government will have a strong incentive to put a break on this for the medium term, if not stop it altogether.
Well, the IRCC states that no applications will be processed until further instructions are issued. Immigration experts are hopeful that this pause is only temporary.
I hope that Canada continues to recognize that parents and grandparents are anchors of immigrant families. They're not a burden on the system.
As for
I don't know about that.
Tilla, he hopes his parents can still visit him on a tourist visa while keeping a close eye on immigration changes. In Vancouver, Cecilia Hua, City News.
So, yeah, they're cutting off the thing, so you guys can't bring you can't bring grandma and grandpa, meepaw, Lola, all the different ones that they have for the different words that they have for grandmother. Okay, and it's not just the Philippines. This is a Filipino man who's worrying about his shit, and this is not. I don't even think that this is something against the Indian population that has come into the country. You guys might be calling me super conservative on this, but I think it's a good idea. If you're going to be making immigration a thing, which obviously it has to be a thing, we need more immigrants in the country. Brightest and best. Give us your brightest and best so that you can help build this new country that you move to. I feel like it's not a hot take. It's not a wild concept that I'm bringing right here. Okay? Bring it back to that. Brightest and best. Do all of the different background checks that you need to do. Not just, randomly, you want some kind of like immigration lottery and you got over here. Like, no. Again, brightest and best. And nobody gonna get mad. Nobody's gonna have this immigration fatigue. You're not gonna see all of this xenophobia that's happening on road. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get all of these anti-black and anti-white or people who are white and black having this anti-Indian sentiment. Brightest and best. All right, India's, and not to say, everybody else, y'all got to stay. Level up, and you can come over here too. You feel me? Or show us that you got a plan. All right, this is in a lineup, one of the lands of opportunity. If you have good intentions, look what's happening right now in America. They've had their share of mass immigration, and now they're complaining about Minnesota. And now ICE is just taking everybody out of that place. So instead of us having to be reactive after all of the influx of immigration that homie Trudeau brought in a few years ago, now moving forward, I'm not mad at this plan. To be honest, grandma and grandpa are going to come here and do what? They might help as far as maybe taking care of the kids in the crib. And then them kids grow up, and then you're just taking up space, taxpayer money, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at them saying, we got to cut off the grandmother and grandpa, and the parents. Maybe not the parents, but the grandparents, they got to stay. You feel me? So we'll leave that there. All right. Salute to all the people, my own family included, all the products of immigration. We ain't trying to say, no more immigration to Canada. But again, I will say it, brightest and best. And I think nobody will complain about that. But yeah, like I said, we didn't even do 3 hours over here today. It's not so bad, not so bad. You know what I want to check before I finish here? There's a couple of things I saw posted on these interwebs. Let me go over to Instagram quickly and do a quick sweep before we're out of here, because Drake had just posted something and they're saying that he had posted some new bars. Let's check to see what he got going on over here. This is the most recent post. So he's busy. He's ready. I think he's going to drop soon.
14!
Stop acting so scared.
All right. He's bigging up stakes. This is 17 hours ago. It's time to move, isn't it? I have two main activities in life, smoking and plotting revenge. But apparently there's some bars that he had posted. Oh, he dissed Rory. Where are these bars? I swear I just seen a post, somebody saying that he had posted some bars. I know I didn't imagine that shit. Let's see. Let's go to Keep 6. No, I guess not. I'd seen a post earlier. Somebody had said that he had posted some new bars. Toronto rappers. Let's see. Toronto rappers have posted it. Maybe not. Maybe not. But I think that's all we got as far as news stories.
Hey! Fetty Wap performed for.
So let me double check to see if there's anything else going on. They're making fake freshman pages. And if not, I think I could end the live there. Christmas list. Somebody told me about a Christmas list video that I should check out. I'll save that for the next live. Fetty Wap is home. All right, welcome home, Fetty Wap. Yeah, we'll save this Drake story for another day as far as stories out here. But listen, big salute to the audience out there. All right. Thank you for tuning in. For the people who tune in from the beginning of the live all the way to now, make sure to hit that like button on the way out. Like I said, also send us a hype. The hypes help with the algorithm like crazy. Okay. We'll be back on Monday with episode 648 with the whole gang. Quick disclaimer also, if there's a crazy snowstorm going on Sunday night, we might have to do the episode virtually. So stay tuned. We'll be back Monday with a new episode. Until then, we are off of this. Deuces.